Hi, I'm Amber and I'm a Reiki Master and Shamanic practitioner. And this is day 21 in 21 days to create a daily practice in your life. So we come to the end, we come to a place of completion, we come full circle. Day 1 then was setting the intention to show up for yourself every single day. Day 21 is keeping the intention to show up for yourself every single day. Hopefully, if you will have followed some of these practices, if not followed all the way through, then you will find something amongst what I have shared with you that may resonate with you and can start to become a daily practice in your life. Whether that is to go into a place of forgiveness and gratitude, to connect with the land and your tree, to dance, to write out your I am list, to go into a place of stillness, to connect with your heart. Hopefully you will have found something there, 1 or 2 practices, maybe more, that really called to you and that really started to allow you to connect to your heart, to your truth, to a source of power, to spirit, to that great mystery, to that great unseen, to an energy that infuses you, inspires you and fills you for the day. I wanted to spend a bit of today just talking a little bit about a daily practice and some of what may come up for you while you're creating a practice in your life. The main thing that has come up for me today in creating this clip is our need for perfection, or our need for our practice to be a certain way. So I've had a full day of healings. I come back, the sun's shining in my eyes, but this is the only place I can get the camera to actually give a good, clear image. Outside we've got some kids playing football, so every now and then you might hear them screaming and shouting. The conditions are not perfect. That's beside the point. The point is we show up, is we set an intention and we keep to it. I made a promise on day 1 that I would keep to my word and I would show up every day for the next 21 days to honor this practice. So regardless of what life may bring our way, and it's been a journey I'm sure for you, and I know it's been a journey for me, we still show up. We still keep to our practice. We keep our word to ourselves. So if we're expecting that we will go into our daily practice, whatever that is, and it shall be perfect, or we shall sit in the lotus position with candles and incense and suddenly we will find great inspiration or great inner peace, we will forever be disappointed. Every day will be different. Every day of your practice will be unique. Some days will be glorious and some days will be hard going. Such is the nature and the polarity of life. If every day was a blissful day that was glorious, we would never appreciate those days. So you shall need some days in your practice when it feels hard going, when it feels as if nothing's happening, when you don't know why you're doing this. Because then for those days where you feel infused, where you feel that sense of love, where you feel a connection, you shall appreciate that even more. The other thing to say is what we put in is what we get out. If your practice is something that you do for 5 minutes in the morning and 5 minutes in the evening, and you do it and you're rushed and you've got one eye on the clock and you've got another part of you with your attention on your phone, or you've got music on in the background, the radio's on or the TV's on, what you're going to get back will be that. It will be distracted and it will be lacking in cohesion. Should you invest in your practice, if that means getting up maybe half an hour earlier than usual, compromising something in your life, maybe not watching your favourite programme at the end of the day, or not making that phone call to a friend this evening, but actually going into your practice, then what you put in is what you will get out. And it's not that we start to lose those things from our life that we may enjoy, like talking to a friend on the phone. It's just that we say, I am putting myself first. I'm honouring myself first. For half an hour in the morning or half an hour in the evening. I'm putting my focus on myself and on spirit for half an hour in the morning or half an hour in the evening. And that shall pay dividends in the end. That shall infuse us and inspire us. That shall give us the cohesion that we are seeking. Because the answers that we are seeking often in life lie within. Yet we go to others seeking these answers. We look to books, we look to teachers or mentors or those that can give us those answers to life's questionings. But those answers lie within. And since the beginning of time, man has taken himself off, gone to the land, and sat in stillness to uncover that truth from within. In the absence of being able to do that, in the absence of perhaps being able to take off for a couple of days and simply go and sit with the land, we find a way of having that sense of stillness every single day in our lives, that sense of connection. Some of you may feel you don't need a practice, that your lives are already in flow, and I think that's a beautiful thing. I say that we don't do a practice because we necessarily every day need it. We do it because it's about the maintenance of ourselves. Just as we brush our teeth every day or have a shower every day or drink water or eat food every day, we do it to keep ourselves going. We do it to care for our bodies. This is the same thing, but this is caring for our spirits, for our inner world, for our connection with spirit. So there may be some days when you feel you don't need a practice. You feel quite good today. Go into a practice anyway. Go into it just for the enjoyment anyway. If we only ever turn to these tools when we're most in need, when we're desperate, then they become, again, attachments for salvation. When they become an everyday part of life, then they become an everyday part of who we are. And some of the practices I have shared with you, like bringing your attention into where you direct your thoughts or where you direct your words, or being love in action, these are practices that we keep in our lives indefinitely. They're not just for 5-10 minutes, one day here or one day there, or for 21 days. These are indefinite ways of being, and I share these indefinite ways of being with you that hopefully some will resonate with you at various points in your life. A practice then is something that we honor because it is an extension of ourselves. So I urge you, if you have not already done so, to make a sacred space in your home, a place where you feel most comfortable going to sit in stillness, to place items that inspire you, images or words, and to honor this space, to have it a space where you feel safe, secure, a space that is authentic to you, not an emulation of something that you saw in someone else's house or in a book perhaps. Create it and allow your creativity to infuse that space for you. It's a good idea to have a journal perhaps that you can start to record some of your experiences in when you're in meditation or when you go out and sit with the land. If you've not already found your tree, I urge you to go out and find a tree that you connect with. And there isn't just one tree, there's hundreds out there, thousands. So experiment, sit with different trees and see how the energy feels to you. Go to different parts of the land and see how the energy feels to you. Honor your connection with the elements every single day. And some days your connection with the elements will be different to other days because you will need more of one element than another perhaps, or you will feel more drawn to one element than another perhaps. I wish you so much love and joy and power with these practices. I wish you the knowledge to know that there is no such thing as perfection in anything, that there is simply authenticity and a desire to come from the heart, to truly connect with spirit in a place of stillness. I urge you to keep to a practice every day because it shall feed you well, it shall hold you well, it shall be your bedrock in times of chaos, it shall be your refuge in times of beauty, it shall be your sustenance. And feel free to add to the practices, to go deeper, to delve deeper, to find your teachers, those that inspire you to learn more about these practices, to build your community, to come together, to take what you feel in a daily practice, for say a minute, 5 minutes, 10 minutes out into the world and see how that starts to have a ripple effect on your life. Day 21 then, full circle, is making the intention to keep a daily practice, is honouring your word to keep a daily practice, no matter what comes your way. There are times when that practice may be 5 minutes, there are times when it may be 50. You shall negotiate that. But know, should you find something better to do, or should you find an excuse not to, the only person that is experiencing the loss of that is you. Spirit, the divine, is all around us. We have not been abandoned or rejected. It is us that disconnects from that source of universal love, and a daily practice allows us to connect back in again. And that's why we have a practice, so we can plug in every morning to that which is around us all the time. May your practice, may your practices be blessed, be empowered, be truthful, be loving, be gentle, be all you need them to be. So it is, and so it shall be.